Here we have one of the many lakes, about 25 lakes in a 25-mile radius or so of Reedsport. You can see here. Again, we have our Canada geese with some babies. Babies foraging. Down here. This beautiful little lake. I've caught trout here. And there they go. Got your old ship here. Museum, Maritime Museum. Looks like these commercials coming in are towing a boat that went derelict or died out there. The second one is towing. Interesting. Winchester Bay. Sound of the waves crashing on the jetty way over there. Rolling in from the Pacific. Evening time. And I'm way out on this long crabbing pier. Here we have the Umpqua Lighthouse at night. Reedsport. Not quite night, dusk. Looking down on the Oregon Dunes area. Some kind of bright lights out there, I don't know what they are. Ships coming in, I guess. The Heceta Head Lighthouse. Looking at this from a different angle. A little hazy today, but we zoom way in. Hard to get a steady shot when you're zooming in 20x. Got a vessel coming in from a day of fishing on the Pacific. Reedsport, as we can see, has some colorful local flavor here. This is a working man's town, kind of a logger's town. Small town atmosphere. This is a really good little restaurant here. All homemade, handmade stuff. Owner operated. Fresh baked stuff. Very good fresh baked desserts. Look at this little interesting business. Went in and talked to this guy for a while. Ken's Rod and Reels custom makes old rods like they had in the 50s and 60s. Glass wound rods. Very interesting guy, and a very interesting business. See some yellow blooms coming. Yeah, this is known as sounds like a monkey, some kind of bird. This is known as an excellent fishing lake for bass and yellow perch, and a couple of species of trout, landlocked salmon also. amongst other species, so there's quite a bit in here. It's a lake I'll be fishing a lot in the future. The great thing about Oregon lakes, there's so many of them, they're never crowded with people. You can always find quiet places to go by yourself, if you so desire. Mossy trees, a little bit rainforesty in here. Here we have another nice lake. This is Tahiki Netch Lake. Railroad bridge. Train that comes through a couple times a day. There's a nice cafe. People enjoying the sun out there today. And then that's the Highway 101 bridge in the distance. Art Deco bridge, like many of the bridges in Oregon. Here we can see the old cannery that used to be there. Interesting old building. We're down now by the Umpqua River and the waterfront. Some of the Reedsport businesses down here. A couple of seafood restaurants and things like that. And then interestingly, whoa, flock of pigeons. The old warehouse district. Then we have the Umpqua Discovery Center right here. As we see the totem. And it's an absolutely fascinating place inside. They have a giant diorama walk-through museum mural. It's the whole history of the area. And it was painted by a local artist over a period of a couple of years. Very impressive. They don't allow photography in there, so we won't be able to show you. Here we have Woahink Lake. One of the many dozens of lakes in this area. I'll go down and check it out. I'm going to do a little fishing here later today, maybe. It's very hard to choose a lake to fish. There's so many of them. But it's a nice, pretty lake. Very quiet, too. This is the Dean Creek elk area, a couple miles from home. He looks like he's a little curious about me. Young bull elk. Some of his friends over here. And we got the harbor at night. Part of the local harbor, fish and chips place. I hear it's good, we're gonna try it. Can't show the beams. Oh well. Well, here we are at the Oregon Dunes at Reedsport. We got some beginners learning how to do the ATV. It's a weekday, so not too many people out today. We can see the dunes are very impressive. Go for miles in all directions. There he comes. Back down. We have the Umpqua Lighthouse. We're standing on the south jetty, Winchester Bay. If we pan around, you can see that we're at the kind of eerie and surreal oyster farm. Commercial oyster harvesting.